Welcome back to the KEMPIRE Daily YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the uploads. In today's video, I want to talk about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion that they had on HBO Max. It's been 30 years since the premiere episode of that amazing comedy series. And in true Will Smith form, he did a fantastic job with this reunion, with flashbacks to old episodes, to solo commentary from the entire cast, and of course, the Aunt Viv reunion. Dose. It was really, really great. You know, several weeks ago, we got a photo of the cast, but also a photo of Will and Janet Hubert having a conversation. So it was, you know, fans were just going crazy and excited to see that they were finally making peace, hopefully, with each other. I mean, just assuming that they were both in the same building at the same time says, okay. But, you know, there were a lot of great things that I got from this reunion. Of course, reminiscing on some of our favorite episodes. Also listening to their audition. Also the remembering of James Avery. If you don't recall, Uncle Phil, the character Uncle Phil, played by James Avery, he passed away 7 years ago. I remember reporting that on our blog at the time. So they had a really emotional remembrance of him. And it was interesting to hear how much he touched everyone's life. Even DJ Jazzy Jeff shared their intimate moments. And I was like, wow, I didn't even realize they had that sort of, you know, interaction. And there was a lot of things that I didn't remember that happened, and also some behind the scenes stuff that I didn't even realize or pick up on. Like the throwing out of Jazzy Jeff was always pre-recorded. You know, when they first started, they did like 150 takes, and then they decided, okay, we're not going to do that anymore. We're just going to tape once and just keep using that particular one. I thought it was incredible. If you were a fan of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you were able to really enjoy and remember and reminisce on some of your favorite moments from this reunion. They all looked incredible. You know, I know there's a lot of people that we know from back in the day. If you see them now, you're like, ooh. But they all looked great. Of course, a little bit older, but they all look great. Tatiana Ali looked amazing. Tatiana Ali hasn't changed. She looks the same, But it was incredible to see the cast come together. You know, I thought it was in true Will Smith form. Will Smith, to me, although he's been quiet on the movie front, like having blockbuster hits, of course he still does movies, but all of a sudden his foray into social media, it's like he's been waiting to come in and just crush it. And that's what he continues to do on so many different platforms. So it was no surprise that this reunion happened and made sense. Not only were they celebrating people like James Avery and celebrating the show, they actually made peace with drama from the show. And that was, of course, with Janet Hubert. And that's the real thing that I want to talk about. Yes, the reunion was great. I enjoyed it. I think everyone should watch it. But the biggest part for me was that Will Smith and Janet Hubert really made peace. It wasn't just for the reunion. They really made peace with it, to the point where Will did a special red table talk talking about what he needed to do and what he learned and healed from that whole situation. Because I forgot how bad it really got with Janet Hubert. But to really see Janet Hubert's side, to me, it just reminds me of what Monique has been saying, what all Black women have been saying, in a variety of arenas, not just in entertainment. We know in entertainment, Black women are underpaid, are not getting the roles that they deserve, not getting the opportunities that they deserve, even in 2020. So for Janet Hubert to really tell her story again on this reunion, it really reminded me, like, wow. So she literally was just a product of what's been going on till this day. But understanding her struggle, and then Will being a new star, you know, the stardom going to his head. But now this is 30 years later. Will is a grown man with children and a family. And I think now he understands where she may have been coming from at the time. But the interesting thing to me in regards to Janet Hubert was that she tells the story of the third season and how they were going to be playing her character back, you know, being as such a central character. And I thought, why would they want to do that? Because the most memorable moments of Aunt Viv are with the original Aunt Viv. No shade to the second Aunt Viv. She did what she was hired to do, but there really aren't any memorable moments with her. All those memorable moments are with Janet Hubert playing that role. And the fact that they wanted to play it down first of all, it made no sense. I mean, the show still was successful despite that change. A clear change was so crazy to me at the time. But the fact that they didn't think, you know what, let's continue to evolve on this character, grow this character, because who knows what the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air would have been if the original Aunt Viv was still there. It really made me think, and I was just like, why would they want to, again, but it's of the time where we want to push Black women down, not give Black women the platform that they deserve. There were all kinds of rumors that, she had an ego, angry Black woman, she was hard to work with. And it stuck with her. It really affected her career because we really hadn't seen her do a lot. She's been working, but she hasn't done a lot. A platform like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air should have catapulted her to doing all kinds of different things. But unfortunately, because of that stigma on her, and she didn't help it either by coming out and talking about it. But you know what? At the same time, being a strong woman, she wanted to speak her mind. She was trying to be a pioneer, talking about, no, this is real. Like, I was just trying to do my job, and these people wouldn't allow me to do it. And that to me was the biggest, most poignant part of this reunion. I'm glad she made peace with Will about it, but there was a bigger conversation happening, and I hope more opportunities open up for Janet Hubert, because I feel like when I look back on those moments of her in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I'm like, wow, she really was she should be one of those Black mothers of comedies that we still celebrate. Because to me, she reminds me like of Felicia Rashad, or, just so many different Black women from back in the day that really, really were amazing women to watch. Funny, smart, beautiful, doing all those amazing things on a platform that they're usually not given. That's my thoughts. I want to hear from you guys. What did you guys think of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? What do you think about Janet Hubert and Will Smith making peace finally after all these years? I want to talk about it. Let's talk about it in the comments. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the uploads. I'll see you tomorrow.